Hello, I'm going to do an instructional video on how to replace a encoder wheel on the Echelon Connect bike. And the encoder wheel is the electronics that is used to set your resistance via turning the resistant knob. So I had this bike for about 15 months, and then all of a sudden the resistance wouldn't register on the Echelon app. So I called the company, and after some back and forth, they figured it was the encoder wheel that needed to be changed. And about almost 2 weeks after they said they were going to ship it, I did get it through via FedEx. And it came in a very small package. I was expecting something a little bit bigger, but this is the encoder wheel that will go from the console up here through the handle and then up into the tension itself. So obviously I have to get at the inside in order to replace the old encoder electronic, feed the wire back up through the handle, and then underneath the main console you can see there are some wires there, which is be part of the wires that came with the assembly. Besides that, there was a twist tie that will be used to help feed the wire through the handlebar, and then a sticker that comes with it that goes, I believe, somewhere around the base of the knob that you turn. And it came with instructions, and like all instructions, and also a twist tie. A twist tie, I think, is used to secure it once I get inside here and connect the new encoder wheel. It did come with instructions front and back. Like all instructions, you know, so. I've read them a couple of times, and I think I got the basic idea. Okay, I'm going to stop and disassemble the handlebar and take out the old unit and then proceed with replacing it with the new unit. Okay, the first step is to remove the handlebars. Again, up in here was the connector, and it just requested that you disconnect it, which I did. It looks like there are two ends, and what I'm going to replace is this end. This is the main end, so maybe I didn't have to disconnect. Well, I did have to disconnect both. There's no way not to get the handlebars off. Next, I'll work with this and remove the handlebars. Next thing I'm going to do is remove the tension wheel off of the handlebar post. And again, it's one of those where you kind of pull in and out to adjust your handlebars up and down, but you just screw it, to remove it. I've removed the handlebars, fed the wire through it, completely take off the handlebars, and then set the handlebars off to the side. Next thing we need to do is to remove the plate that's here by the tension knob. This is a plate here, and there are 3 screws, which require a Phillips screwdriver. There is 3 screws, and it does say on the right hand side, and then once you get the 3 screws out, then you can reach over and take off the plate like such. And there you have the insides. And it is pretty, got a lot of corrosion going on. You can tell it's probably from the tons of sweat. And again, people are always asking, what do you have to do to take care of your equipment? One of the things is to wipe it down, which I do. But even after wiping it down, I can see that there's still a lot of sweat deposit. 5 minutes cleaning out the unit, and again, pretty shocking when I took it off, a bunch of white powder stuff fell out of the unit that I took out, and if you're wondering if that's human salt, it is, but obviously the part of the machine is everybody sweats a lot, so probably for future reference I might start draping a towel over this once I get back into operation. And just walked on the other side to give you an idea as to how much salt and sweat that came out of that unit. Anyway, it is shocking. Move the knob, and it says remove the sticker, which they send you a replacement. The replacement sticker was black, so it kind of threw me off a little bit, but there is a sticker around here that you would take off. So around the edge, took off the strip, and there are 4 screws around the center, and then once got the 4 screws off, I was able just to pull the knob out. Okay, after I get the encoder wheel or the cap off, and again you can see how it's corroded from all of the sweat. And then there is a tie that needs to be removed, and they do give you an extra tie with the kit. Okay, once you get the tie done, next thing is, if you look, there are 3 additional screws on the encoder wheel. You take those off, and then you pull the whole thing out, and the wires will come out with it. Okay, once I got the 3 screws removed, up here at the end there is a twist tie, and you take it off because at the end of the thing you only pull out this piece, and this piece remains to be plugged in to your console head. Okay, so I've was able to pull out this is the old one still, but again, wanted you to see all that white stuff. That is human salt and corrosion. Okay, next thing is you have to get a tie that comes with the packet. It's a black, kind of like a twist cut tie, but you have to feed it in through the hole, and that's going to run up to the handlebar shaft, and you got to get it out before you can proceed. I had to take a flashlight, look down there, was able to eventually get it fed through, but that's what you're going to tie onto the new electronic piece, and then feed it through that hole. Okay, everything back together, just a quick finish up. Going to show you where the wires ended up going. Again, the same place when you disconnected it. Got the machine all clean, and I've been riding it a couple of times, and the resistance knob definitely worked. Other thing I've done is I put a baggie over the knob, again a Ziploc bag. It protects the knob, and you can still turn it pretty easy. So I'm going to start one, and I'm going to put double click resistance.
Today it's quarantine hits.
I'm going to turn it down a little bit, get you into resistance, turn the knob, and as you can see, the resistance now goes up. Everything checks. Later.